afternoon, graduates, the class of 2023. It is very inspirational to be here and see so many of you and to know the change that you will make in our world. I'm honored to celebrate your achievement with the faculty and staff of the UCLA Anderson School of Management, the folks from the front of the classroom and from behind the scenes who helped you get here. And of course, I'm cheering for you alongside your greatest supporters, your families and friends. They're the ones who lifted you up and believed in you every step of the way. So I think you should give them a second round of applause for all of their help and support of you. Now, graduates, this is your day, a moment to honor what you have accomplished. A milestone we are marking together before you embark on the next leg of what I know will be an incredible journey. No matter where you started out, and I understand you come from every continent except Antarctica, you are all Angelinos now. Even if you decide your talents are best suited outside of LA and settle elsewhere, I'm sure the time you spent here has inspired your thinking and approach to the choices you make. And I know our city is better for the connections you have made here. That's how deeply UCLA is woven into the fabric of this city. It has to do with all the ways this university and the faculty and the students of the school in particular deepen our understanding of the world around us. A great example is the UCLA Anderson forecast, a leader and globally recognized economic forecasting organization that has provided invaluable insight into the global, national, state, and local economies for 70 years and has been a valuable tool to policymakers. Then there are the alumni, and Anderson grads are innovators who drive our city, our nation, our world's economy and culture. I can tell you I've tapped into this brilliance myself. Nearly 24 UCLA alumni served on my mayoral transition team, including 4 Anderson grads. Many more work in my office, leading the Office of Immigrant Affairs, serving as the Director of Neighborhood Services. My deputy mayor for communications told me that he even worked at the Anderson building as a security guard when he was an undergrad at UCLA. I mention this to acknowledge just one of the many gifts that you are leaving here with, a huge network of incredible friends, thought partners, and fellow alumni, people as determined as you are to do big and to do great. And what about the world you're stepping into? Well, I cannot describe the economic landscape with certainty. There's just no denying all the shifting tides, all the major forces in flux, and what we don't know about the future of our domestic and global markets, and whether our institutions are strong enough to stand against growing authoritarianism, even right here at home and around the world. This uncertainty can put tension on established international trade relationships and have the power to impact our global market supply chains, affecting import-export dynamics and dampening investor confidence, leading to capital flight and economic instability. And then there are so many questions in the air about inflation, the debt markets, the role AI will play, the impact of the ongoing war in Ukraine, with concerns about the reliability of energy supplies, particularly in natural gas. And we experienced these market disruptions last summer with skyrocketing gas prices and how a changing climate will affect our lives and our planet. And if you ask 10 people whether there will be a recession, you should be prepared to get at least 10 different answers, and complicated answers. Even the future of how we work on the most basic level is up in the air. The pandemic fundamentally changed how and where we work, and possibly fundamentally changed higher education, especially given online. So what does this mean to you to be graduating today into a world of such uncertainty, a world with more questions than answers? All the uncertainty I hope that you see as opportunities that invite your knowledge, your imagination, and your creativity to reshape the world. It means that you can lead the change. You may not have a clear route to follow today. You may encounter unexpected turns that you can't prepare for. But you have the tools to chart the way forward, to trailblaze, and you have the talent, and I know you have the drive. And I know you'll be on the cutting edge of whatever you do, both in terms of your output and your ethos. I am certain of this because you are Anderson grads. And you are the generation that will lead and support triple bottom line companies where social and environmental performance is as important as profits. And you will approach the future knowing that making global change often starts with local action. That while the challenges we face cross borders, so do the solutions. A powerful example is found in the movement to change climate change through renewable energy adaptation and sustainable transportation initiatives. That when we join together, work together, we multiply our impact. And the relationships you have built here at Anderson are the foundation for the change you will make, no matter where you go next, whether you end up across the globe or the country, or you set down roots here in LA. I expect to see you lead the charge to create a world that is more just and healthy. And if you choose to stay here, and I hope you do, well, I expect to see a lot more of you. I hope we'll be working together. But as Anderson grads, you will be shaping the future of the city. You will be driving innovation in the blue economies, technology, aerospace, transportation, and more. And what can you expect? Los Angeles is an economic powerhouse, the third largest metropolitan economy in the world, a county larger than 41 states. With $30 billion in investment, we are building a modernized world-class airport, the #1 port in the Western Hemisphere for 23 consecutive years, over 200 recognized restaurants, more museums and performing art venues than any American city, and the most professional sport teams. And there's no better place to innovate than LA. We're home now to nearly 4,000 venture-packed startups, making this the third largest startup market in the US. That said, we face real challenges. We're not immune to all that uncertainty I talked about earlier, or to some of the trickiest ripple effects, whether that's difficulty assessing capital or low consumer confidence. We're also dealing, of course, with a profound housing crisis, but we're not sitting idly by. My team in the mayor's office is laser focused on making LA more business friendly and a place that's affordable for everyone, including innovators and entrepreneurs like you. To put it simply, LA is open for business, and what does that look like? It looks like a city government that's breaking down barriers to starting, growing, or expanding businesses here. A city committed to spurring entrepreneurship and job creation, a city deeply engaged in global trade and investment, a city that is working across so many channels to balance the scales. We're working to help business owners connect with opportunities, diversify their consumer base, and access the tools they need to be resilient and thrive. And small business in particular are key. After all, you all know they're responsible for nearly 50% of jobs and 75% of new jobs in LA. When businesses open and grow, when businesses thrive, they hire people. And as I see it, the only way we're going to build more affordable LA is by ensuring that jobs that the local businesses create. My administration is also working to reform a decade of antiquated systems, processes, and policies. This is a city of the future, and we need to be doing everything possible to drive investment here and ensure that local businesses benefit from the billions of dollars spent annually in contracting opportunities. This is especially important now when we have major global events on the horizon, from the World Cup in 2026 to the Olympics and Paralympics in 2028, and national event with the US Open that's happening right down the street as we speak. We're at a crossroads together. This is a moment for us to lock arms and take on the profound global challenges we face, from poverty to climate change. And you are the ones to lead us forward. Your education, experiences, and values will help lead us to solutions. And partnership from the private sector is absolutely essential. We need your ideas and innovation. We need your commitment. So if you haven't figured it out yet, this is my pitch to you. My pitch to you, everybody says that government's dysfunctional and that government needs to run like a business, and here's 900 business graduates, and so you need to think about working for the government and knowing that Los Angeles City has thousands of vacancies. So I jumped at the opportunity to come speak to you today because I'm hoping that I will see you in City Hall. Congratulations to the graduates of 2023. Thank you.